Good evening, everybody. Welcome out to the cast. Tonight we have RGL Invite 6's Week 3B. This is going to be Pudis.org versus GlobalClan Fire. My name's The Godfather. I'm joined by Just Jazz on analysis. We got Dolphin behind the scenes. How are you tonight, Jazz?
Yeah, man, doing very, very well, Godfather. I am looking forward to this game. This is going to be an absolute classic. I can feel it in my bones.
Absolutely. Should be a good one. I've gotten to see a good number of Pudis.org matches so far this season. I will run down the roster for that reason, but then I'll let you have a look at GCF. So for Pudis.org tonight, we have Yosh on Flank Scout, Shamu on Pocket Scout, Mirror on that Roamer, Crypt is on Pocket, Junie from Spy Kids on Demo as always, and Virgil holding down the Medic. What do you think of GCF and their roster?
Yeah, so with GCF, we've got Cap on Pocket Scout, HHH Word on the Flank Scout. That's going to be Howard. We've got Rakuso as the Pocket Soldier, Fruit, also known as Cactus Wactus, as the Roamer, Vati on the Demo Man, and then Lol Guy, the perennial medic. Love to see him on the field today as well. So looks like two really, really good teams that we're going to be watching tonight, and we're going to be on Snakewater too. So, Snakewater, the pug favorite. Everybody loves Snakewater, unless you're a medic main and you keep on getting bombed at the mids. So hopefully those scouts are able to clean up on any of that. But, like I said, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling a classic game at the ready.
And here's hoping that we'll get a good one. Pudis.org coming off two very strong 5-0 wins, as well as a 4-1 victory over the Nets. They are coming into this match 4-0. GCF, I believe, is 4-2 right now. So both teams, definitely showing playoff contention, especially Pudis.org. I think I would say they're the favorites tonight, speaking personally. Any specific matchups you want to discuss between these two rosters going into tonight?
Yeah, well, I was looking at some of the demos for both of the teams in preparation for this, and it seems like the soldiers on both teams like to play really, really aggressive, which enables their demos to play more of that stand back and be the artillery fire type of demo man gameplay. And the pocket scouts apparently have been very, very aggressive as well. So I'm very interested to see how the soldier matchup is going to go on this map, especially because Snakewater, the mids are very, very soldier dominant. Oftentimes you see the initial start of the play, the soldiers that take height, and then at some point they bomb, and then once they bomb, the team has to move in behind them and follow up on all this damage in the space that they've made. So I think, especially on the first mids, the soldiers are going to be what's going to make the difference. But also as well, I know Cap, I know Shamu, they like playing that really aggressive pocket scout style of gameplay that we see so much because of the med's ability to move at speed with them. So I expect we're going to see a lot of aggressive pocket scout trades as well. But yeah, I think today it's going to be the game of the soldiers.
Certainly has been a lot of soldier action so far this season in Invite. Matches that I've been able to cast and watch, it seems like medics die left and right, and they're really vulnerable this season, especially to soldier bombs. So we'll see who is able to find those early med picks in mid fights, get the cleanup kills post Uber. It's going to be really interesting to see, and I agree, it's definitely going to be a soldier dominated fight, especially on mids here tonight. Snakewater, as you mentioned before, very good map for getting in onto the medic. Any other matchups that you're looking at? Maybe talking about the demo matchup here?
Um, Yeah, well, I know Vadi is, very talented. Dingo's also very talented. But one thing I was very interested in is actually the way the medics are both going to play, because everybody knows Law Guy. He's been around for ages and ages. And Virgil, on the other hand, is she's making her introduction into Invite. I think she played last season for Witness Gaming. She's kept kept the Yosh partnership, so that'll be interesting to see. But I think here what I'm seeing is it's almost like a legacy team versus the up and comers, right? Pudis.org being the legacy team, they've got a lot of great players that have they've made playoffs many times. They've been around the invite scene, whereas GCF are again just those up and comers. But to get back to your question, as far as the demo matchups are concerned, um, I don't know, something there's just something about VOD that just he gets me excited. He's a great player, a lot of sense, great DM. So if I had to pick one of the two, I think I'm gonna pick VOD.
It's definitely going to be a close one. I don't even know who I'm thinking is going to do the best. I think it's going to come down to how the team's going to be able to play around that demo spam and do well in that regard, finding the follow-up onto big damage off of mids, all sorts of the invite standard that we expect at such a high level here. What about this map pick, and how do you think this is going to impact either team? Any thoughts on that?
Well, again, like I said, I think Snakewater is a very soldier dominant map. The initial start of the mid fight is going to be really determined by what soldiers take space and what soldiers, you know, what sort of damage they manage to do with the initial bombs. So I think, I mean, the mid fights are key in any sort of sixes game, but I think here, the team who just remind me real quick who ended up picking Snakewater. I think it was
It was
Pudis.org.
Pudis, yeah.
Yeah,
Pudis had the pick tonight.
I think
They
I was just going to say I think that speaks to the confidence that that Pudis has in their soldiers, but also as well, you can't or discredit. You can't not take into factor. Sorry, my brain's not working a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. The scouts is what I'm trying to say. The scouts for Pudis.org, Yosh, Shamu, they've been around the block many times. So I think I think they're just going to have that little bit of extra game sense that'll sort of take Pudis to that next level as far as Snakewater is concerned. They're gonna have played it a million gorillion times, so just that experience that they've got on Pudis.org is, in my opinion, what's going to make the difference today.
All right, and we have seen both teams play on this map. Pudis.org did take a 5-0 win over Witness Gaming, whereas GCF lost 5-0 on the same map here. So we'll see if that has any impact. Obviously, Fryo is a hard team to contest with. And here we go, getting into our first mid of the night. I'll take this away. Any last-minute predictions, though, on the final score tonight?
5-3 Pudis.
I'm calling it 5-1, and we're getting right into this mid. Looks like Genie's getting out the early sticky, but not finding any damage with it. It's going to be a pretty slow mid so far. Both teams finding the positioning they want. Howard and Yosh on the high ground, respectively. We'll see if a soldier decides to take a jump up onto high ground here before a bomb in or so. But again, a very slow and methodical fight coming out so far. Lol guy is building slightly faster. Cactus Whacked is now getting up onto this high ground. Here comes a high bomb from Rakuzo, maybe. He's going to strafe away there. There goes Cap, and he's taken out by some stickies. A lot of damage coming into the GCF side. Yosh going down, however, trading out there for Cap finally. And now Howard getting taken out by Crypt, so 2 down for the side of Blue. As Red is getting some pressure onto point. They have to contest those stickies from GCF. Mirrorman now going into pressure, making sure Vani is backing out. And there he goes. So the mid fight's going to go in favor of Pudis.org here. Crypt went in on a bomb, trying to Lol guy, unable to find any damage onto him. Both teams with full Uber. How do you want to see this next fight go down?
Well, Rakuso going in and dying in that sack is probably not the best way to start it. It was a very interesting mid. First of all, very slow. Both teams very methodical, just trying to trade spam, trade damage, and ultimately it was just a war of attrition. And it ended up just being that that Pudis.org was forced out. And now I think with the coming fight, I think we see Yosh on Sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can he get? He's peeking the slower bit, just trying to find some space, but Rakuso just in immediately to spam him out. But he's still peeking lower, seeing what he can get. But yeah, it's just a typical right now. Both teams are
maybe some soldiers coming in. No, they're gonna get out.
Well, it just seems like they're trying to feel each other out. We got 2 halves to go through this game, so it's okay to just get a sense for how the game is going to go, get a sense for the different players, and then really start to be adventurous.
Yosh looking for a pick onto VOD here, maybe. Not finding anything yet. Maybe a bit frustrated by watching his point of view. And yeah, an early off-class pick, trying to find an opening kill. Mirrorman is in deep, pretty deep behind there. Cactus Wactus going in for the fight with him. Rakuzo getting very low. He's going to get taken out by Pipe. And there goes the Uber. Lol guy being forced out there, but Crypt and Yosh both going down. Virgil also had to use it there, and they're going to back out. Didn't see exactly how that fight initiated. Now we're going to have a bit of a post-Uber fight. Howard coming in, trying to get Uni down. There goes Lol guy, goes down to a Mirrorman bomb. That is big for the side of Putis.org. Mirror's going to die for it, but very worth it as now with probably a 40% ad by the time Lol guy gets back up. This next fight looking good for Putis.org side of Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil has to be very careful here because you know the next step that that Putis.org is, sorry, that GlobalClan is going to be doing is they're just going to want to get her down and get her down quickly. So she needs to be very wary of these stacks moving into the next position. And it looks like they're taking this through Saw again, just trading spam. Rakuso trying to make some space, but it looks like they're just happy to back this out and give it up and just try to build on last and get the Uber.
Crypt got very low there before getting healed up, and yeah, the caps are going to come in. On to second, Howard goes down. I think he was trying to sack in there, stall out that point. No off classes quite yet. I don't know if Howard is TCF's main man. Here comes the Uber already. Rakuzo getting pretty low. Pressure onto point soon. There goes Shamu getting taken out. But Cap and Rakuzo both go down. No one's able to touch point. And the first round, after a very slow mid, will inevitably go to Putis.org.
Yeah, it's just good heads-up play from Putis.org to recognize they've got big advantage. The other team, they're still backpedaling. They're out of position. Just take that in through lower and get the cap. So well played by Putis.
I agree, and coming in onto the second mid, it looks like Junie got there a little bit quicker. He's getting a little bit of damage onto VOD, who is being tanked. Cactus Wactus, here comes a double bomb from the side of GCF. Are they able to find anything? It looks like it's not to Shamu. They do get Shamu down. A nice kill there, but there goes Junie. Getting taken out, not a great trade. Medic staying alive so far tonight. 3 down from each side. Crypt kills himself there. Didn't see how that happened. The cap is going to come in for GCF though. A nice double soldier bomb. Didn't find the medic, which I'm sure was the goal. Did get a kill and do end up with the cap. What do you want to see from this next fight and the Putis.org hold?
Yeah, I think right there, it was just the soldiers, Cactus, Wactus, Rakuso, bought a lot of space, and ultimately that's what won them the mid. So I think, you know, that again, that just shows the power of the GlobalClan soldiers. You know, go and get that space. They've got great mechanics. So I imagine if they can get some more tricky wicky bombs going out, that you know, they could maybe catch a player out, maybe get a few picks. I think right now probably the play is try to force a pick. Get someone to die stupidly, feed in for whatever reason, and then work the space that you get from there. We are seeing both scouts fighting lower, just trying to get some level of spam out. But you look at those traps. They're all trapped out. They can't. There's really no space for them to enter. Rakuso going down though, Crypt getting him, and that's going to be the go-ahead goal for. For the red team, yes.
Yeah, Putis.org is going to probably be trying to take this fight. Here comes a soldier all the way up in the skybox. Crypt getting very low, taken out by Cap. So maybe trying to go in for a sack there, not finding anything. Lol guy still with full Uber, and now Putis.org realizing that sack failed. They're going to back out onto the second point again. No off classes yet this round. Shamu up on that high ground, scouting out for his team. And we're going to see stabilization again. Oh, here comes Rakuzo going in on a very high bomb. Is he able to find Virgil? No, he's just going to get taken out there by Shamu. Nice drop from him. And now Howard finds Virgil! And that's a drop, the first of the night. I don't know how in the world he got that. Now it's all on Lol guy to live and maintain this full Uber ad. How do you let that happen?
That was just great coordination between Rakuso and Howard. Rakuso going in and getting that big distraction bomb. Howard leaks in from underneath, I believe it was, and just as soon as he finds Virgil on the ground, it's bad news bears right there, and he just gets the kill. 2 shots, 1 death, 1 drop, and you know it's you know. GlobalClan on the front foot. Putis.org has to be careful. Full Uber disadvantage, and you know, GlobalClan is going to smell blood here.
We do see Yosh up on the engineer early, and we have a sniper as well. That Shamu going to be looking down this left side, but the Uber's going to come in early. We'll see if they can get the gun down low. there it goes down. No pressure onto point quite yet. Now we get a scout on it, but the soldier comes in and denies presence. Cap and Cactus both going down, so this was looking like a bad push right now. Rakuzo and Vadi both low. There goes Rakuzo. Vadi down to just 50 health. Rakuzo, already dead. Vadi now down to 25 health. He's going to get chased down. Loga's also going to fall at the post-fight as a very dominant hold there from the side of Putis.org. After losing their med, they're going to turn it right back around, holding on to this Uber as they're now ready to push on to mid.
Yeah, that sentry really saved the last there because they push in through that right shutter, and their attention was just split. They had to figure out what to focus, and by the time the Uber faded, they were all just not in a good position. They didn't have any height. One player had started the cap, ended up dying on the point, and they just decided to hightail it out of there. But the soldier is getting Lolguy, securing that Uber advantage for Putis.org, and now we've had the tables flipped a little bit.
Rakuzo very low right now, down to 16. He is going to go down to Mirrorman there, finding the domination early on tonight. You see the cap now coming in for the side of Putis.org. Virgil playing it safe right now in positioning, making sure that nobody from GCF is going for anything cheeky. Howard now on Engineer, and we're going to see Ubers even out here as Logguy has been building effectively. 40 seconds there, almost perfect on the build. Pressure in early from Scouts. There's a little bit of time on point. There goes Crypt getting taken out. Yoshi's going to follow suit. So not the best sack there. Wasn't very coordinated. Med playing it safe. I think they wanted to go in and maybe force out an Uber. There are traps there, but they're getting seen. A nice idea there from Junie to look for a pick. Rakuzo's going to go down there to Mirrorman. And we still have Howard up on Engineer, has that gun level 3 right now. We'll see both teams decide to stabilize here a bit, I think, as Rakuzo waiting for respawn. How do you want to see Putis.org try to take this fight in and take another round?
Yeah, again, I think the key here is forcing a pick in your favor. You've got to either wait for a player to come in and feed, or just play aggressively enough where you're able to catch them out. But they do have to be careful. Howard does have a sentry set up in that. It's just a beautiful spot right in front of the point, covers every sort of entrance. So they've got to work that pick. But then as soon as they get in, they're still facing that full Uber. Mirror coming in, just gonna get skyboxed. Any air shots today?
Yosh finds a nice headshot down and lower, but he did trade out there for Crypt, so not going to be able to push in on it. As Mirrorman getting pretty low there. We get a lull in chat.
There too.
Yeah, I don't know how Mirror lived. That's really funny. Both teams
a great skybox to distract for the sniper. You love to see it.
Yep. And now we see Yosh is gonna rotate around. I'm looking at his POV right now, so excuse me if I miss anything. He's gonna be looking up on the right. As both teams, again, stabilizing here. Only see the sniper and the engineer off class respectively. He spots the gun out. He's calling that to his team. He's going to rotate back around. Not much happening. Takes a shot at Cap. Misses it. As, just a slow bit of stalemate here. As a little bit of spam coming both ways. There goes Cap. Taking out a nice headshot from Yosh. Don't think it's going to be enough to push off of it there, but definitely making it worthwhile to have that sniper pick. And there goes Trips. Very slow here. I'll turn it back to you. What are you looking at? What do you want to see?
Well, I just saw Rakuzo feed in, so that's 2 picks in their favor. It's gonna be hard for them to push in with Yosh on sniper, but this is just standard 6s as you would, where once you've got that
he gets Cap.
Oh, that's a good shot. But once you get that setup, Mirror just trying to go in and get Lolguy, doesn't get anything. But like I was saying, once you get that setup going where you've got a sentry and you've got a team in a really sound defensive position, Lolguy, you really have to commit into that last point in order to get any lick of damage off of him, and that sentry's got him covered. It's really hard to push it, so... but at the same time, the GlobalClan Fire, they have to start figuring out how they're going to push out. You can't just, I guess you could stalemate out the game, but who wants to see that? So they've got to figure out how to work a pick, how to transition out quickly. But the guys on Putis.org are just, they're playing it so passive. Both teams are playing a bit passively. So it'll be interesting to see. I think Yosh on sniper, he's not going to get any sort of picks on the med, so he's going to have to see whatever sort of offensive classes he can pick off, and the teams are going to have to take the fight from there. I think we could very well end up seeing an even Ubers exchange and just try to win the post.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We do have the first pause of the night, unclear so far what that's going to be. As yeah, both teams playing it really safe here so far, and I think you, with your analysis right there, were totally right. Um, what do you? I mean, I don't really know what to talk about right now in this pause because you just did tons of analysis and that that was great. I don't want to just make you keep talking.
No,
Um,
it's fine. It's one of those things where the problem that that PUTIS.org is facing is they're getting these picks, but their ability to transition into last and take an aggressive fight with scouts is hampered by the fact that they've only got one scout on the board at the moment, right? Yosh is off classing in the sniper, and Yosh, we all know Yosh. He's got great power and he can hit a mean headshot, but it's still just having that extra scout that can transition and move around quickly, clean up on all the damage is very, very crucial. um, unless Yosh is just popping off hitting headshots left and right, which hasn't been the case so far, unfortunately for him. um, so it's just yeah, I'm not quite sure. Well, we do have the unpause, so I guess we'll find out here
yeah,
soon.
hopefully we'll see a fight come in here. Unclear what that fight or that pause was about. Excuse me. We'll see the sniper rotating around looking for something, takes a shot, misses it. Lol guy playing very safe with his positioning, very far forward to avoid a sniper headshot. Now Yosh, seeing that, is going to peek through the shutter, and he finds the
Who
drop.
gets it?
He gets the drop we were looking for, and that will be another pause? Question
Oh,
mark.
uh,
What? Why?
such a great moment. We set anticipation. It builds up. It builds up. He gets the shot, and now we're paused again.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind of the worst thing to do to us.
but hey man, that's the go ahead, kill that you're looking for. If he gets the med body shot too, right? He's like, I don't care how I'm gonna kill you. I'm just gonna kill you. So it's a med drop. But now the question is, because they're still in pretty good positions, the health on GlobalClan is still pretty healthy, and they do have that gun. How are they going to push in? They really have to make sure they're playing as a team, playing tight as a unit, picking off any sort of players, baiting the cap as soon as they can to draw the eyes away from the other players trying to kill everybody. Um, but I mean, the low guy going down 100% Uber, that is the best way to open up this last fight.
Exactly. Yosh definitely making his time on Sniper worthwhile, finding 4 kills so far. And of course, that medic drop is the biggest of them all. Hopefully, we'll have the unpause coming in soon because I do want to see how Putin's.org is going to decide to take this in. It looks like they're ready on the right side, and Shimu has gotten healed up. HUDs are a bit broken right now due to pausing, so apologies for that if I have any inaccuracies. But a push through Shutter here. That gun is probably going to go down fairly quickly. It is defended by that piece of metal. I don't even know what you would call that. That sheet metal. Whatever. But we'll see if VOD gets trapped out early here if this Uber does come in. Kind of a dangerous situation to be in if you're GCF.
Yeah, I think in terms of pick priority, VOD and that sentry gun are going to be probably the biggest picks that they can get early on in the fight. Just because demo, it goes without saying the power that they have to lock off spaces, the burst damage they do if VOD hits pipes, and we know he can. He's really good at that stuff. Um, is really crucial. So they're gonna have to get Vadi soon. If they push in right really quickly, they could end up picking him off because he is in a bit of a spotty position. And as soon as that Uber goes in, like the stickies will launch you up to the skybox, but once they're dead, there's only so much you can do if you've got a invincible player running at you. But that sentry gun going down as well is going to have to happen very quickly too, right? It's gonna because it's just, I mean, it's aimbot literally in a sense. So they really have to make sure those are focused. But also as well, if they bait the cap a little bit, because the game's determined by the amount of cap points you have on the board. If they manage to bait the cap and turn the eyes away from the Uber players to the cap, then it's just free pickings, man. You just pick them off one by one, play the point, get the round, and get ready for the next mid fight.
And hopefully, hopefully we'll get the unpause soon. Unclear as to why we had it, especially 2 in a row like that. Hopefully, we aren't seeing connection issues or anything of that sort.
Yeah,
Uh,
hopefully not. But I mean, just looking at the league table right now, both of these teams are in playoff position. So this could be a very crucial match as the playoff picture begins to unfold. I know the guys on on Pootis.org. No. Sorry, let me pull up my roster page again. The guys on GlobalClan Fire, again, they're a team full of players that have been around the block a time or two. So I think for them, this is really a must-win game because I don't think they're going to be happy if they don't make playoffs, right? Playoffs are always like, all right, it's time to go against Froyotech. Let's
right.
see how we go there. But you want to end the season with some level of pride, and again, as we saw in the Winter Cup as well. Like Froyotech isn't unbeatable. Like all it takes is some coordination and a little bit of fun,
And
and anything is possible.
Froyotech's actually just recently dropped 2 rounds to quad damage, which is very unexpected. I don't know if people knew about that. They are still sitting in first, 5-0 right now. Priest.org looking to tie that up, however, and would have even rounds lost and rounds won if they do win this game tonight, although I do believe Froyo's playing, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, Produce.org definitely showing playoff contention. GlobalClan Fire wants to show that, and at least taking a few rounds, keeping it close would show that. We have the unpause. The Uber comes in. Wait, body goes down to Yosh. This is going to be an easy gap here. Soldiers jumping in, but that's going to be it. Round number 2, finally.
Clean as a whistle.
That was a beautiful, beautiful last push. Yosh finding 2 kills, which is always good to see, making that sniper worth it. And yeah, just a dominant last push. We'll go in onto this third mid now. We're not paused again, are we?
I think we are. Oh my god. It's so good. This is so good. I've actually sent this game, the Twitch link to some of my classmates. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be on the TV on the computer. Why don't you turn in? And they're just seeing pauses. So Larry and the rest of the guys, if you're watching this, sorry. I mean, but as far as how that last push played out, it was sort of, I mean, it was textbook, right? You push in, you get the gun down. VOD had to back out pretty far. He ends up being picked off by Yosh. You play the point, distract the eyes, get the kills, and get the cap. It's almost like it's how I called it. Just a couple little call it creative differences. I don't know. Artistic liberties. There we go. A couple of artistic liberties from the team. Yeah, very very clean last push, and now Pootis.org 2-0 up. My prediction, not looking too good. Prediction was 5-3 GlobalClan Fire. Now
yeah, I predicted 5-1 for Pootis.org here, so it's looking pretty good for me. I'm sitting pretty. For viewers wondering, I don't think we've mentioned yet, it appears that Virgil's having connection issues. Doing well with what we've seen so far, so hopefully that all gets sorted out. Do you want to look back at the rest of Invite and what's happening around the league tonight and over the next couple days?
Yeah, let's take a look.
My understanding is
matches.
My understanding is we got a Witness Gaming match against the Nest, maybe, happening right now, and as well as a Froyo match, I believe, is taking place tonight. So, the Witness Gaming match, they did get a win yesterday, I believe, did they not?
Was that the one that Sandblast was streaming?
I believe so.
That game was excellent. Oh, they had like a 20-minute golden cap. There's a great clip of I believe, I can't remember who was on Spy, but as soon as he goes up Spy and he's in a position, Sandblast ends up turning on the James Bond music, and as you know, the James do. Hopefully, we don't get copyrighted for that. I'm also can't hold a tune to save my life, but as soon as like the bass drops, quote unquote, the Spy goes in for a stab, beefs it. And then, but the synchronicity with the music was too good. But yeah, I do believe, I think that was Witness Clan who won that game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So I believe what happened last night, it was actually on TFTV. It was a Witness Gaming 3-2 over GCF. Not sure which match Sandblast was able to cast. While we're in a break here, I will mention !point YouTube to go check out the RGL.gg YouTube channel. There will be match highlights posted, and then those will be followed by the full VOD later on this month or next. But we're now hearing that Zilly is going to be coming in for Virgil, and I believe we do have the unpause as we're coming in onto this third mid. So we'll see how this one goes down. It looks like VOD got there a bit early, finding a little bit of damage. Don't see any off passes on this mid. Both teams playing it very safe, it appears. Here comes a GCF double bomb coming in, getting a little bit of damage. There goes Rakuzo, Mirman following suit after that bomb. Shamu and Yosh both going down though, so this is looking like it's in favor of GCF as Crypt follows suit, getting taken out by an arrow from Lol Guy. As both medics will escape after this mid. I'm going to attempt to reload my HUD, but take us through what just happened on that fight.
That was just textbook soldier play on a Snakewater mid. You know, you jump in, you take the space, your team follows up, and the scouts were just running a clinic there on how to just follow up and kill off the damage that's done. So just very, very, very convincing stuff from GlobalClan Fire. They want to show we're not out of this match by any way, shape, form. We're still here. We're still ready to frag out. So, you know, and it all starts with a good mid start. So I think this is where the pause would have been, because we see Howard very, very deep on truck, just being stared at.
Yeah, Yosh on sniper, and looking in chat, yes, we will have Zilly showing up on the stream very soon. We'll see what happens to Howard here. Looks like some players are unpaused, maybe a bit of, yeah, just some more lag. I don't know what's really happening. And there goes Virgil, gets a stab onto Howard in this pause situation. Someone says clip it. There's Lol Guys, so
nice little taunt kill in the middle of a match. You love to see it.
Right.
Good
go,
sportsmanship as well. Good sportsmanship.
Right. We'll see what happens here. I believe my HUD is still broken, so I'm going to give that another refresh attempt. What do you want to see going in onto this last fight?
Well, I'm seeing right now that Howard is up on the sniper, so I imagine that, you know, snipers doing what snipers do. He's going to look for that entry frag, sort of in the same way that we saw Yosh do on that last fight. I mean, I'm looking at the Putis.org. It's almost like they've mirrored the setup, right? You've got the sentry gun. You've got players holding their positions, demos holding left and shutter drop down, scout soldier holding right, and you know, you're just gonna see GCF try to make that space for their sniper to go in and get a pick. He is taking quite a wide position near shutter. He just needs someone to open it up.
Oh,
and he gets Yosh!
Oh, a very nice shot off of him. We'll see if they're able to push off that. Doesn't seem like they're quite ready to, as he does rotate around. Of course, speaking about Howard, who is on sniper, getting that nice pick onto Yosh. Great to see.
That is quite a valuable pick too. Just the ability not to heal that sentry up. You know, just makes pushing into last that little bit easier, although Yosh has spawned again. So not the frag they're looking for, but you know, sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles. So Howard again, he's going under, trying to look for his next little pick. Doesn't really have anybody in this sight line except maybe some soldiers jumping around, although the demo's getting quite aggressive, but Howard's moved out of position. So again, it's just a similar setup to what we saw
in the rotate again.
Last fight.
He's going to look through shutter. Virgil's going to play this safe. Gets a shot off, but not finding any connection.
Zilly. Oh, but they get forced?
Oh, excuse me, Zilly. Yeah, there's the force now coming in. We'll see an Uber exchange. And VOD is going to go down. I think it just got juggled by Miraman. Nice job there from him. As the side of GCF is going to be forced to back out after that. Here comes Genie trying to come in and maybe land a pipe here. Is he able to get Cactus Whack? Just spamming him out. Looking for the kill. There's a follow-up from the Crips.
All
Taking him
gone
out.
downhill. great positions, you know, that they were in trying to push that last. They get forced, they drop 3, and now they're back on mid. The Ubers have leapfrogged a little bit, with Zilly having actually 20% more advantage, but yeah, they're just looking to come into mid for free here. You know, there is that spam and that wall they have to push through, but they're playing very, very aggressive here. They've got all the height, they've got great positioning as well. Mirror trying to get something going on. He's going to go into Saw. And yeah, now we've just got a war of attrition. Mirror is going to be taken down by Rakuso, and the soldiers for GlobalClan are going to retaliate and say, no, we're not going to give it up that easily. And you know, the tables have turned, and now they're pushing back into second.
Cactus Wax is coming in on a big bomb here. Is he able to find Zilly? Gets one rocket, looking for another, but now the Uber exchange is going to come out here. Crypt and Cactus trading out. There goes Junior, however, taken out there by Cap. Yoshi's going to go down to VOD as well, so players falling for the side of Pudis.org. This second Cap's going to come in. Howard goes down, however, as is Cap. Zilly taken out by Rakuso. There will be no medic for the side of Pudis.org. LawGuy, the only one alive? Is he going to get chased down?
One.
Oh, Mirrorman's finding LawGuy. What I thought was going to be an easy push there for GCF ended up being disastrous, as losing Zilly, not the best situation for Pudis.org, but winning the fight and holding on to their second as they push into mid here.
I gotta say, I love the chat, because the first thing that LawGuy says after that fight was just, what?
Right.
Which pretty much encapsulates how I feel about that last fight too, because like, what the heck just happened? Howard logged out, you know, people living on 1 health. Oh god, my head is throbbing at the moment. What the heck just happened?
Here's a soldier getting into Saw. He's going to go down. Cap trading out, however. There goes VOD taken out by Yoshi. Kind of just bought it in there, but wasn't contested. And finding that kill, Rakuso getting pretty low right now, and he will go down to Shamu. Cap is going to come in after this turnaround, and we'll see LawGuy backing out, standing in his lobby, building up Uber as fast as he can. Zilly now with full Uber, got a 30% ad, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to push in onto last in time. So we will see an even Uber fight. We have Mirrorman on Spy. Has he come up? Don't see him.
No. Oh, he's committed!
He's coming!
He's committed! Yes, let's go!
Highlander TF2, let's go! Ubers are even. We'll see if he's able to find a drop or at least a meaningful pick. Gun going up on the defending side. GCF Howard. Oh, Crypt getting taken out there by Cactus Waxus as team's stabilizing here. Here comes the Spy getting in.
Somebody call up Sandblast. Cue up the James Bond music, boys.
Walking past the gun right now. I'm just watching the Spy. What is he looking for? LawGuy is on the right side, and Mirrorman has him in his sights. We'll see if he goes in for this decloak soon. I'm watching him as maybe we'll see a bit of a fake push or some spam coming in from Pudis.org to open up this pick opportunity.
I mean, even here, just having a Spy that's able to feed your team information on as to who's what, where they are, is very valuable in and of itself. Maybe you could say like, oh, Rakuso's pretty aggressive over drop down, you know, go rush him, get a pick there. But I think Mirrorman, he's definitely going to be looking for that stab, you know.
He definitely wants it. A lot of spam coming in on the right side. Here's the decloak. Is he going in? He is. He's looking for the medic. Is he able to find it? The gun's going to find him, though, as Yoshi and Mirrorman both fall to the gun. An unfortunate situation. I like the idea, but it looked like LawGuy was just a little too ready for it. Both teams holding on to their Uber. Good job there, excuse me, by LawGuy not right-clicking. As now we're seeing Rakuso getting in fairly deep. Looking for the demo. Is he able to find him? No. Shamu's going to find him first. VOD is very low right now, and 11 health. Looking like he might live. Yeah, he's going to find some heals, and we'll see stabilization now. A little bit safe for Pudis.org as waiting for a respawner before they commit again.
Well, I see here, you know, it's just it's been a bit of a slow game so far. You know, like none of the teams have really managed to get big positions for themselves. It's just been a war of attrition, Dust Bowl game style of sixes. So, you know, it's sort of interesting to see what sort of space and advantages they're able to make for themselves. So far, not a lot, but we do have
Yosh. He's looking.
He's ready.
He's lower. Ready. Oh, he doesn't know. LawGuy's behind. Here comes the Uber onto the scout, but the Uber is going to be popped out, so we'll have the exchange. There goes Yosh, taken out by Cap as he was not shiny. And Uber Exchange not finding a lot in the post fight here either. Cap looks like he wants to go in, but he's going to be met with plenty of spam from the side of Pudis.org. Yosh now respawning. Looks like he's going to stay on Sniper and come back in here. Howard still on Engineer for the defending side, as GCF isn't coming forward right now. Here comes an aggressive Scout and Soldier coming through Shutter. The gun can't see them where they are, so a safe play, scouting and getting a bit of chip damage in. But both teams are going to stabilize here, and we'll see about even Ubers and Yosh looking for another play. Where do you want him to go, and how do you want this fight to play out?
I mean, we see Lolguy. He really likes to be on this stairwell near the shack, so he needs to be careful not to get caught up by that sentry. So really the only position that you're able to get for a pick like that, if your goal is to get Lolguy, is you really have to hard peek that right shutter, but they've sort of caught on to it. They know what his game plan is. So now at this point, again, I think Yosh really needs to start realizing that Lolguy is in a really, really good position to not get headshot. And the one position that he can find to get Yosh, or sorry, to get Lolguy, is going to be that shutter. So they need to start, I think, focusing on what other picks can they get. Can they get 2 picks from the flank?
Cap!
So there's one?
Yeah, there's one pick, and now we'll see the gun getting spammed out pretty low. Howard's going to heal it back up, however. Unable to push off of anything quite yet. Yosh is on the right side now from the defending perspective. Finds a bit of damage onto VOD, I think, but not anything to get a kill off. Howard goes down. A nice pipe there, so the gun cap get healed up, and now it's going to get taken out as well by Howard. Or excuse me, by Junie. We'll see now if this is enough. Zilly gets fairly low, has not yet popped. Both medics holding on to Uber. Now, fight coming in on the right side here. Vadi finds Shamu. A nice pipe there. Wait, Zilly's getting pretty low right now. Gets a bit of spam. Here comes Rakuzo finding 2.
Honest,
no,
they
that's
dropped
gonna be the
3.
force.
And tragic. They're getting these picks, but they're really not playing any aggressively. I feel like once you get those 2 picks, you get the sentry, you get the whatever cap, the scout. I feel like at that point you have a lot more free room to go in and push. But I feel like they're just playing it too passively. They just need to I don't know, they go do some deadlifts, get their self-confidence up and just go in and take the fight. I feel like that this is one of the problems that having a sniper in play does, is it promotes that very slow, methodical style of play.
Uber coming in onto the mid fight. We'll see if Uni goes down. Uni is going to die off that. Still on the sniper. I do want to mention, as we're not seeing a lot more kills on this fight. Whoa, we got a back cap attempt going in, but Rikuzo's going to go and intercept that. So we will see Crypt probably dying in the back line. But as I was trying to mention, good job there by Lolguy not coming forward while the sniper was still in play and a threat. Cap now coming in onto second. We got a soldier behind, looking to bomb in onto Zilly maybe. Not finding any damage quite yet. Now Howard's contesting Zilly a bit, right on point. No one's there. Can Zilly go down here? The force is achieved, as Zilly getting very low there, down below 70 health. Now with this Uber fading, Lolguy gonna have an 80% ad to work with. As long as he doesn't go down here, he will do well in the next fight. Yosh finding his demise to Cactus Waxes later in the fight.
Yeah, it's just I think there.
And now we see Cactus Waxes bombing in again, and it's just going to be the side of Pudis.org backing out, playing it safe. Lolguy got fairly low there. Here goes Mirrorman down to Howard, as Lolguy it was forced out there, I believe, as well. Didn't quite see how that happened.
Mirrorman came in with a great bomb.
Now that I think about it, so we'll see Zilly holding on to about a 90% Uber ad now, or excuse me, 60% Uber ad now, as they are approaching full Uber. Rakuzo getting in a bit of damage. I would say,
just
goodbye,
destroyed.
Rakuzo. Nice air shot by Crypt. I do want to mention that it doesn't look like GCI is, or excuse me, Pudis.org was as set up defensively. No off classes that I can see, but it looks like they want to take this aggressively, as they do have about 20% more Uber right now. Oh, there goes Howard trading up for Crypt, finding that revenge kill. Mirrorman's probably going to go down and Saw here, as Rakuzo and Cactus are both on him, and there he goes. Cactus on a 4K right now. Good job from him, and the Ubers are now even. We might see a Cat versus Shamu Uber exchange here, and it does look like we're getting that. Judy's going to play it safe, as both players shiny on point. unable to do any damage to him. Cap finding a bit of damage from the demo. Here comes Body up in the skybox. Are they able to find anything? Rakuza dies to his own rocket. There goes Junie, however. Shamu and Cap both following suit. Umer's going to be even. Med staying alive so far, but kills and damage look to be in favor slightly of Putus.org, but this cap is going to come in for GCF onto second. Looks like Yosh and Crypt might be both behind. They want to get something here before this. They have to take this last fight. Now Crypt deep in. Oh, Mirrorman finds Cactus. Don't know how that happened, and now goes down Howard. So this fight now looking good for Putus.org if they can find Wall Guy, who's very weak, and they get him! A nice pick there by Mirrorman, finding that rocket at the last second. There goes Body following suit. We got Rakuzo coming in deep. Looking
Sack
for
the man.
Zilly if they can find him, but no. Zilly looks like he's going to live, and we have essentially a full wipe here as Cactus and Howard are both going to get out. Really nice play there. I just think that GCF was a bit discombobulated and didn't really know how they wanted to push that and end up losing the fight and backing all the way out to their second as a result.
What the heck? What was that? That was, oh my god, my head is, this is some other level
we do have
stuff,
Howard
man.
on Spy. Don't know quite what he plans to do here. Looks like he's going to go down. Mirrorman finding him on mid. So, unfortunate play. And we'll see a Cap come in for second here.
Yeah, well, they're taking it in under. They've used quite early, and they've taken a lot of space, and the bombs are coming in. They're baiting the Cap.
Oh!
And they get it, and they get it.
That. That's no chance there from GCF. I apologize. I don't know if your mic was working, but I couldn't hear you.
Not.
I couldn't hear you. I don't know if the stream could hear you. I would feel bad if...
Godfather had me muted. For shame. For shame. No, I'm just messing. I'm messing with you.
I was
I'm messing
casting.
with you.
I couldn't do that.
No, you were keen as a bean. You were running through it, man. You were vibing in the zone. So no stress, no stress.
Oh, that's weird. Then I feel bad now.
No, you're good. You're good. People probably want, what the heck happened here? But no, you're all right. You're all right. Anyways, it was just kind of interesting fights going left, right, and center. You know, it seemed like. At least from what I'm seeing, I feel like GlobalClan, they're just not hard committing as much as they need to. They're not feeling I don't know what it is. Maybe there's confidence issues. Maybe they're just being outplayed on the night. But it seems like every time they find themselves in these good positions and they're getting a pick or two their way, it's just yeah, they just can't figure out how to make a push work. You know, there are a couple times where I feel like I saw them push in, retake lobby in pushing in a second, but then they just can't find that extra pick, or the team's not fully committing to the push, and it ends up just ends up not working out for them. So, but that's not to discount Putus.org. I think Putus.org, they're playing extremely tight. They're just very cohesive and very what's the word? It feels like they know what they want to do, and then they just make it happen. They just make it happen, and as a result, I mean, they're going into the halftime with a 3-0 lead, playing very dominantly. But GlobalClan Fire, they are not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. They just need to fine tune it. They're going to take this halftime, analyze, talk about, all right, guys, what the heck is happening? What the heck is going wrong here? And try to turn it around. We still got another half to play, got another 30 minutes. As we've seen, 10 minutes is enough time to get 4 caps on the board. 30 minutes for 3 caps, easy peasy.
Right, we'll see. Despite the Virgil disconnect, Zilly doing a great job subbing in, and I don't think GCF really took advantage of that and tried to really get in the medic space. If I were in that situation where the opposing medic DC'd, you're having a ringer come in, I would try to exploit that as much as I can. I'd like to see more of that personally. I want to see GCF soldiers really get in Zilly's space this half, and have a good time watching some soldier action.
Well, the soldiers certainly are giving their team space and opportunities to work off of. I feel like Howard and Cap aren't capitalizing on the opportunities that they've been granted.
Coming now into this 4th mid, it is 3-0 in favor of Putus.org, despite the ringer. We'll see. It looks like Junior's going to get there far before VOD, finding a little bit of damage, but VOD is healed up already, and bit of damage happening. It looks like Cactus taking some high ground. Rakuzo also looks like they're going to both come in, but Mirrorman and Crypt both going down. Lots of damage going every which way. Zilly and Long Guy both staying alive for now. Long Guy took a bit of spam there. He's going to be backing out, and this is going to be a one fight for the side of Pudis.org after a very chaotic and aggressive mid. But it looks like the side of Pudis.org might not be quite done. Now they're gonna stabilize here a bit. They looked like they wanted to chase that down. Would have been fun to watch a bit of a 1v the world, but nothing quite yet. Shamu getting spammed out though. He might go down here.
Does he? Does he?
Live, Shamu, live!
Oh, tragic. But yeah, to that midpoint fight, Crypt taking a fight in SOG is going to go down. They've dropped 2 players right there, although GlobalClan does not have body, and they've just dropped Howard as well. I was going to say for that midpoint, it was really chaotic. Both soldiers jumping in at the same time.
Holy to and he drops! A huge play from Junie! Oh my god, I swapped to his POV just as he hits a nice pike to the face after getting some spam in. I think Long Guy didn't expect to be clicked at. And Dingo, whatever you want to call him, finding a drop here after a very chaotic mid, and now it's all on Pudis.org to push in here with their full Uber. We're going to see Rakuzo getting very low, and he will go down as well. Cap and Vadi both low. Cap goes down as well. Will Vadi be able to live? He's down and lower. Shamu just has to kind of bot at him, but I believe there are traps there. No traps on point as far as I can see. We have a gun getting level 1. Is this just going to come in right now? We have a soldier jumping in. His Cactus Wactus gets pretty low, and he will go down. No pressure on point quite yet. There's some traps he can test with. Pressure now on point. No one's able to touch, and that's going to be round number 4. A beautiful drop there from Junior from Spy Kids. That was amazing.
This Dingo kid, as the kids are saying, cracked and goated, man. What a beautiful pipe, just turning the tide of that fight, giving his team full Uber advantage to play into in that last fight. And now they just need this one more round on the board, and that's game, set, and match.
And we will come into this fifth mid, perhaps the last of the night. We got Rakuzo up in the skybox, finding a little bit of damage, but not much. Zilly is at half. No, now goes Zilly as Vadi finds a nice pipe, and 4 down from the side of Pudis.org. Rakuzo trading out, but that's not enough. This fight will go handedly to GZF, as it looks like Vadi gets taken up by Shamu very late there. Finding a trade definitely worthwhile. Gonna slow down the push a bit as respawners now coming in. We have Yosh on sniper. Vadi says OMG in chat, not expecting to die. Definitely didn't want to, but dying nonetheless as the push is now going to come in onto second. Here comes Cactus Wactus up in the sky. Gonna back out a bit. I like the positioning here from the side of Pudis.org. Crypt going down, however, might slow them down. Here comes Rakuzo jumping in onto Bats, finding a little bit of damage. Yosh goes down! I don't know if that was caught on camera, but a mini air shot there. And that was beautiful, as Cap following suit, also dying to a trap there, I believe. But a beautiful air shot onto Yosh. It's the small ones that count there. Here comes what might be an Uber coming in from the side on Shutter. I feel like I'm talking forever here. There goes the gun down. There are traps on point. No pressure yet. Getting onto point. There goes Zilly taken out. That might be it for this last hold. But Hawkeye's very low here. If they can take him out and keep players alive. He does go down. Rakuzo following suit. Now Howard as well. This looks like it's going to be a last fight hold from the side of Pudis.org. There are only 2 alive from the side of GCF. Vadi's getting very low. Is he going to get chased down? He is. There goes Vadi, and Cap now trying to live with anything he can. I don't know how they do it, but they keep getting these incredible fights.
Man. Just Pudis.org having one of the game of their lives right now, man. What a great last hold. They just distracted with a sentry, and then they just able to rotate and really force all of GCF over into that corner. And as soon as that Uber fades, it's just, send in some sacks, throw some chip shots their way, get the frags, and, bam, that last one. I really feel like GCF really need to win that last fight to give them some sort of momentum, because now they're being pushed back to their second. And
just losing everyone there.
Yeah, and they're down for the forwards being trapped as well. Dingo is like, no. If you forward spawn, you're gonna forward die.
You don't want to be there right now. That's what Dingo's saying. So yeah, we'll see spawners back up. Howard is on sniper. Would prefer an engineer to play it a bit safer, but now we do
Zilly's
have
gonna
the
get
engineer.
forced.
Oh yeah, the Uber coming in. Can they find Log Guy early? No, he is going to be able to pop it out. So we'll see an exchange right now. No kills from either side. Uni's getting very low. There goes Cap trying to get in onto Uni, but going to go down for it. Some spam from top left right now. Everybody getting healed up right now. Ubers are even. Looks like Zilly's building a bit faster. Here comes a high bump from Mirman, looking to go into Matt.
Oh,
He
he
gets
gets
the
bodied. What the
kill.
hell is that
A
shot,
huge
dude?
bomb. Rakuzo also going down. This might be it for the night. If more players go down from the side of GCF, Crypt getting taken out, and there's
Oh
the
my
cap!
god!
And that's a 5-0 win without their starting med for the majority of the night.
Ooh.
GG and chat. That was disgusting.
That was oh dude, they just did him dirty on that last one. They just that soldier, I think it was Mirrorman. He jumps in from drop down, doesn't even look like he wants to go for the combo. He sees VOD all the way in no man's land on the other side of the last and just picks him off. They get one more frag and oh my, that was
Crazy.
I don't have any words to describe. Just like I was on the aerial cam and just seeing that all unfold was just something else. So much for my predictions. 5-3 GCF. Nah, 5-0 Pudis.org. What a game. What a game.
That was absolutely insane. Pudis.org finding their third 5-0 in a row.
Oh, my heart
So
is
a
pounding at the
terrific-
moment, man.
Yeah, I'm hyped right now. I want to see more Pudis throughout this season. We might be getting some interviews in. Look, we're trying to figure that out right now. Do you want to take a look at logs? They'll definitely show a story of dominance tonight. But
Oh my god.
wow.
Let's find these logs. Dolphin the hero linking them in the mumble chat.
And kills or damage, excuse me, not too high. Top damage going to Mirror 206, followed by Junie with 205, but kills. Yosh 23, Shamu 20, Mirror 19 before Cap with 16. Definitely a dominant performance from the side of Pudis.org. Looking at the medics, Log Guy dying 7 times, Zilly went down 3 times, Virgil dying only once in her time in the match. Anything else you're looking at in these logs?
I mean, I think as far as the heal order is concerned, the heal order is a bit weird. Cactus Whacked is taking, fat 26% heals on the pocket soldier. Not something you typically see. 2012, we'd be like, yeah, that's normal. 2021, geez, I'm old. Is maybe a bit more interesting. I feel like as far as the heal stats are concerned, Cactus Wactus wasn't really doing the amount of work that you would need if you're pumping that many heals into your soldiers. But that said, I mean, Yo, Shamu, and Mir all doing great work with the amount of kills that they're getting. Crypt, despite only going 13 and 21, I thought was doing a lot of work on that roamer class. And I mean, I think just the med survivability on Pudis.org, Zilly and Virgil both going down a combined 4 times to Lolguy 7, Lolguy with a double drop as well. It really was just, I don't know, it just was just a very, very clinical game for Pudis.org. They had that confidence, they had that wind in their sails. Once they got that first round on the board, you could really see that they were hungry. They were frothing at the mouth to get this game out of the way, get that win on the board. And I mean, now looking at the standings, they're positioned very well. 5 games, 5 wins, 24 round wins, 5 round losses, tying them up with Froyotech, assuming that the Froyotech game is not finished already. So they're pretty well primed for a run in the playoffs. GlobalClan Fire now with a record of 4-3, still not outside of the playoff picture. They're still going to be in that slot, but they got to make sure that the next couple games that they're playing is clinical and that they're picking up rounds. But god dang, Pudis.org, I'm going to go sign up on their mailing list right now. That was incredible stuff by them.
And it sounds like we will be having some interviews coming in just a moment if you're able to stick around. In the meantime, exclamation point YouTube to go check out the RGL YouTube channel. There will be highlights from matches like this one and others, so do check those out soon. And we do now have some interviews coming in. We have Crypt and Yosh. Congrats tonight, guys. Great job. Jazz, you have any questions to start us off with?
Um, I think we'll just start it from the top, and you guys both well done. I thought your team was just very dominant on the night. What do you think was the real big difference maker across the two halves?
I think in the first half it was just winning mids. We were just killing their soldiers really early, and then on the second half I think it was just a lot of last holds for a lot of holds that we probably shouldn't have won. We just won with DM.
Absolutely. And in an interview a few nights ago, you guys mentioned that you had prepared and done a little bit of counter-stratting for your match against, I believe it was Witness Gaming. Did you do any sort of counter-strats for the matchup against GCF?
No, I think we just talked about mids for about 10 minutes, and then that was it.
Well, it certainly ended up working out for you guys. Coming off of now 3 5-0s in a row, how are you feeling going towards the rest of the season?
Yosh, any comments?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Don't jump all at once, guys.
Right, yeah.
During most of the match, and also just now, I've just been eating food, so I've been spectating a lot.
I thought I'd give him the
But
chance, you know.
yeah, very, very kind of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
For the rest of the season, I think we're feeling pretty good about it, especially going off of the results of this week. It was a rough start to the season, but I think now we've kind of found our footing, and I think we'll be feeling pretty comfortable going into the later part of the season and hopefully securing a playoff spot based off of this results this week.
Definitely showing contention, as it's been mentioned a couple times tonight. So great job there. Also, very nice job adapting losing Virgil early on tonight, having that ringer come in. Didn't seem like you guys lost any footing and kind of just took it in stride. Did you talk it over at all going into that exchange or that trade out with players, or did you just kind of keep going, steamrolling ahead?
No, just hit the ground running, pretty much. No real changes. We kind of just kept playing our game.
Yeah, we Zilly just asked a few questions, and then it just kind of all fell in together well.
It's like, what do I do? Just don't die, Zilly. That's easy. Just
right.
Heal us, and we'll take care of the rest. So,
he asked where he should hold on last, and I just said don't drop, and that was all the only requirements I asked.
It ended up working very well.
What's the saying? KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And
exactly.
It was yeah, I mean, it was just a bit slow at times, and the pauses, took a big chunk out of the match. But again, I thought you guys played really well, and I think you're going to be in a good spot for this playoff push. And is this the season that we see someone dethrone Froyotech? What do you guys think?
Well, we pre-gamed them today, and we took 0 rounds.
Good start.
Maybe. Maybe with a few more weeks of practice, but I don't know.
Well,
they're gonna be tough to beat.
We saw Froyo drop 2 to quad damage, I believe, so it's not unthinkable to get some rounds off with them in matches, maybe even take a win. So
yeah, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, will be a great season to follow. Yeah, you gotta believe real hard and not drop. Those are the qualifications for beating Froyo right now. Well, Jazz, that's about it for questions from me. Do you have anything else before we wrap up tonight?
Not that I can think of. Again, it's just it was a clean match and a dominant victory on the side of Pudis.org. So I think it bodes well for you guys going forward, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and well done to both you, Crypt and Yosh, and Pudis.org as a whole. That will be it for us tonight. This has been RGL Invite 6's Season 5, Week 3B, Pudis.org taking it 5-0 over GlobalClan Fire. Have a good night.